Hello everybody, welcome to the Abbots Address. Today is, Thursday, September 1st, 2016. So the Abbots Addresses will be coming pretty much weekly now that we're back into Ango, and I'm going to pretty much be putting them out this time during the week, but it depends. A little bit it depends on what else is going on. So if you have questions, I've got a few nice questions kind of in the queue, but if you've got anything that you'd like me to hear, like to hear me address in these Abbots Addresses, send me a private message, and I will try to address them. I have learned that there's a lot of folks who watch these Abbots Address that are not directly involved in the community on a day-to-day basis, so you're super welcome to send me questions too. I'd love to hear from you. And you can do that easily. Buddhist Temple of Toledo, I think it's .org, if not .com, probably .org. And then there's the contact thing, and it'll just find its way to me. And I'm happy to take any questions and respond to them. There's pretty interesting stuff comes up that way. But today is not about that. Today is I'm going to formally introduce the topic for the new training period of Ango, the fall Ango period. So this Ango, the title of it is Earth Witness. That's the name of the Ango. And the focus is going to be socially engaged Buddhism as it relates to ecological issues, climate change, and this kind of thing. And so how does this work? Well, Ango generally is a time that it's always a 90-day training period, and there's two of them a year, one in the fall, one in the spring. And it's a time when the community and us as individuals, we decide to kind of up our practice and get more involved. The home plate feature of Ango is to increase your daily home practice. We have a daily home liturgy that will be passed out at the Sunday service and be available at the temple. If you're not going to be able to be at the temple and you would like a copy of the home liturgy, send a note through the temple website and we'll make sure to send one out to you. So we ask all Ango participants to actually do the daily home liturgy and to have a daily sitting practice. And then from that base, then the idea is to get more engaged in the temple activities. The staples are the weekly practices that we do. We always have Sunday service at 11 and Wednesday evenings at 7:30. And there's an additional feature that happens, and that is that there's a Sunday morning Buddhist studies class, and that is from 9:30 to 10:30, and that's kind of a staple. In this Ango, that class is going to be really important because that's where we're going to have all the content relating to socially engaged Buddhism and ecological stuff and all this kind of thing, as well as integrating the normal Buddhist study stuff that we do. So we're going to be kind of packing it all in there. You're not going to see, at least at this time, we don't have plans to do like day-long workshops or anything like that. We're going to put all of the teaching pretty much in that Sunday morning. And then make effort to participate in sesshin retreats. See, that's a big deal. If you can come out for an afternoon or the day, or better yet, the whole thing for these retreats, do that. That's clearly the offer and the hope for community members. And of course, there's lots of options for that. So see what of those things you can plug into. And then in general, it's a really good time to take up some Buddhist study at home, and by way of books and texts that are relevant. And we've selected, Doan and I have selected some that fit nicely into the topic. The first one that I'll hold up, this came from James Ford Roshi when I was speaking to him about what the topic is. You can see there it's called Dharma Reign, Sources of Buddhist Environmentalism. It's by Shambhala Press. Stephanie Kaza and Kenneth Kraft, these are the editors. And so what we have in this text is a series of sources from the Buddhist literature, as well as some modern authors that are addressing this business of environmentalism and Buddhism and how these things relate. So rather than one author's point of view, we've got several, and it's a really good one. It talks about the Bodhisattva vows, home practice, environmental activism as Buddhist practice, different teachers giving their 2 cents on what this thing is and how to work with it. So there's a variety of views here. And the second book is kind of in the same flavor, in the same vein, I should say. Whoops, oopsie daisy. That's this one. It's called Dharma Gaya. Okay, Dharma Gaya. That's an additional book, and this one is it's got a foreword by the Dalai Lama, and it features essays on Buddhism and ecology. So this also is a collection of views. This is specifically the essay format, though. You know, the ecocentric Sangha, women. I think I just saw women in ecocentricity, etc. Okay, so these two are the primary source for Buddhist stuff, you know, Buddhist teachers. If you have to get one, go here. And if you can get two, go there. Okay, that would be the additional one. This is the kind of primary first one. They're both awesome. You'll definitely enjoy them both. And then the final one that we're holding up as a specific recommendation for this is by Elizabeth Colbert. Okay, it's called The Sixth Extinction in Unnatural History. Now this one is not specifically a Buddhist text. Doan and I looked over many different options for this. This one is just it's a Pulitzer Prize winning book. It's recent, and it's got just some science, like the science version of the science around ecology and climate change and this kind of stuff. So these are the three sort of core resources. Okay. Now, honestly, there is a ton of bookage out there on the subject. There's a lot of great stuff, and I was talking with Bhikkhu Bodhi, who has done some beautiful work. I'm going to be presenting some of the distinctions that he made in those Sunday morning classes about Buddhist teachings and environmentalism. And then we are going to make available a larger bibliography, because honestly, it was hard to pare down to just these three, actually. So there'll be tons more options for study and review. And so don't feel like you have to read the books. There's no test or anything like that. But these are the things that we're going to be drawing from, and I would hold up and recommend that you look at them. And again, if you got to just pick one, go here. This is the source basic stuff. And so a lot of the talks that I'm going to be giving and things that I'm going to be drawing from are going to be from these. So, thus the texts. Now, and the Sunday classes we talked about. That's going to be where a lot of these things get addressed and integrated into the usual Buddhist studies class. Another thing that's happening that is so important, and I really hope everybody will take advantage of, is another go at the Sangha Circles. Okay, so the Sangha Circles is when people will get together one time a month for the next 3 months. So it's a commitment of 3 meetings, one a month, over the course of Ango. And these will be meeting at Sangha members' homes. And during that time, there's the specific format that is followed. Includes a little bit of sitting and a reading, and then conversations about the reading. And the thing that's so important about this is it gives the community a chance to connect outside of the temple environment, outside of the retreat environment, and you get to see other people's houses. That's fun to see what's going on, and then you get to connect with Sangha members in a way that's really nourishing and really unique. And the reports were all fantastic from the first run that we did this. Shenyu was in the lead last time. His daughter Kodo is now in the lead with organizing this effort, this Ango, and I really hope to see as many people as possible participate. Get to know your Sangha, get to know the community, connect. It's fun, and it's also dharmically really important. The vow of conversation, right? Being seen and seeing and connecting and having conversation and listening, being a part of the circle and listening to each other and gaining wisdom from the Sangha and contributing the wisdom that you have and contributing the confusion that you have. All of it is, this is the meaning of not withholding the Dharma assets. So please, sally forth, hold up, step up, Join a Sangha Circle, find one that fits your schedule, and become a part of this. Definitely, if you're a Jakai member of the community, please do. You won't regret it. There'll be more information about that posted on the website and the Facebook group and all that stuff. What else? Last thing is that there will be some social engagement opportunities that are under the direction of Shoan. She is an environmental scientist, and she is graciously offered to be a part of the Leadership Council. She accepted a position there, and I've asked her to be sort of the lead person in terms of leading some content about the environmentalism. I am not an environmental scientist. I've never played one on TV. I don't know that stuff. And so I've asked her to sort of help be a part of educating the Sangha in some of these matters. She will be co-leading and helping along in some of these Sunday morning classes, as well as potentially bringing in other speakers and resources, bring them to bear. And then there will be two primary focus for outreach. One will be an engagement in the metro parks, where the Sangha will have a certain day and time to go out and do some environmental activism to help sustain the metro parks by, I think, collecting seeds of rare indigenous plant life and things like that, and helping to further the environment and get some education in doing so. And then also the Abbotsy, where I reside currently, is marked as a nature conservancy space. And so there's a whole sort of a plan to get the space there more and more as a home for rare and indigenous species, and to have the invasive species kind of removed and all this kind of stuff. So Sean's going to be giving us announcements and updates and kind of taking the lead in organizing that stuff. So there's a ton happening. I'm really excited about this. Ango, I feel it's important. I feel it's timely. And I feel that for us to really make our vows manifest, to really bring our practice into the world, we have to bring our practice into the world. And the environment that we live in, the planet that we have, its relationship to the Dharma and the teachings, it's critical stuff. So let's all dig in. The Ango opening ceremony is occurring this Sunday, which is what, September, whatever that is. Today's the 1st, so there's a little math there. Figure that out. Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2, 3, 4, September 4th, I guess. So that'll be at 11 o'clock. It's an important ceremony. It's a beautiful ceremony. Come and be a part of it. Sign your name to the Ango scroll, and let's kick this thing off the right way. Okay, Sangha, so proud and tickled and delighted to be a part of the conversation, and this is going to be a nice fall Ango. Let's turn it up together.